gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Family members say they were told that 40-year-old Dominique Davis was found deceased days after her boyfriend reportedly told them he put her out of his vehicle off Summer Avenue. WREG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after speaking with those relatives. And Shay, what are they telling you?
Woo! So we got a domestic violence situation in the community as usual. Thug Max Alpha Simp versus black woman, okay? And in this scenario, it appears that the man is telling the police that he put her out of the car and then he don't know what happened to her after that type stuff. But we all know that that doesn't really sound right, okay? And now they're saying that the family is saying at least that the woman is deceased. I don't know how they've confirmed that, but let's figure it out.
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Greg. Yeah, this really is such a heartbreaking update here. But we do want to be clear tonight that Memphis police have not confirmed to us that she has died. This is what family is telling us tonight. Her sister is now hoping for answers as they lean on each other for support. Tonight, the sister of Dominique Davis says her family is hurting.
It's like a link out of the chain is missing, you know.
Davis is initially from Memphis, but has been living in Las Vegas. She recently made the trip back to the Bluff City to spend time with her boyfriend. Family reported 40-year-old Davis missing New Year's Day. They said the last time they had heard of her whereabouts was Saturday. Her mother said she had talked to Davis's boyfriend, who told her he had put her out of his vehicle off Summer Avenue. The next day, New Year's Eve, Davis didn't show up to church with her mother. Davis's sister, Tamika Outlaw, says as they didn't hear from her, their mother's concern started to grow.
Yeah, man, and this is definitely a sad situation. I mean, you got a lot of sisters getting deleted out here. I mean, it's so bad. It really is. And there aren't many channels that cover this content, okay? There are not many channels that cover this content at all. So I think that if you want to really figure out what's going on in the community, you know, share my videos, like my videos. Make sure that people see this because these super gremlins are on demon time.
After a certain time, well, my mama just kept saying she had a bad feeling in her stomach. She was like, something not right. You know, I've lost a child before. And, you know, she just kept saying something not right.
The family has spent the last few days looking for Davis, putting up signs in the area where she was last seen, and says they were notified of the tragic news by police.
Officially on yesterday.
According to a police report, officers say they searched Davis's boyfriend's apartment and located her belongings. They say her boyfriend told them they got into an argument and he had dropped her off in the area of Summer and High Point Terrace. He showed officers his text messages and times where he's attempted to call Davis, telling her to come get her belongings, but said he never heard back from her.
So he's saying he dropped her off and then he cooperated with police, so maybe he didn't do it. I don't know, but man, it's wild how that could happen. Very weird coincidence if it is actually a coincidence.
Law described her sister.
A firecracker. She was very outgoing, loved people, loved to sing. Oh my goodness, had a voice like an angel, pretty as she wanted to be. And she was just an awesome person.
She commended Memphis police for their work.
How fast they moved and how supportive they were.
The family says this isn't the first time they've dealt with tragedy, saying 14 years ago they lost another sister to domestic violence.
And we just try and be there for each other as much as possible.
And again, Stephanie and Greg, as we continue to learn more information from police on this developing story, of course, we'll keep you posted. We're live in South Memphis tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
New at 10 tonight, the snow and cold weather may not be stopping people from committing crimes in Memphis, but the wintry conditions are helping police, that is, catch these people. WREG's Melissa Moon joins us live from outside the Shelby County Jail with details of what we're talking about. Melissa?
Good evening, Stephanie. Well, we found 3 cases this week where the weather has actually worked to officers' advantage. An escaped child rape suspect, apparently no match for the falling snow and frigid temperatures Sunday night. Police say 20-year-old Dominique Davis was being transferred to the Shelby County Jail when he jumped out of a correction officer's vehicle near 201 Poplar. They say Davis, who was still wearing shackles, only lasted about 45 minutes in the snowstorm before flagging down a driver on Madison to turn himself in. MPD says footprints in the snow also led officers straight to this pair following a break-in at the Alta on North Germantown Parkway.
Dang, they ran into the Ulta trying to steal some makeup. I mean, these super gremlins getting desperate. And, you know, you can't just take a day off for the snowy conditions. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And then look, they smashed this this glass and they had to board it up. I mean, just causing chaos. Something needs to be done, guys. I don't know what to tell you, but it just seems like this is going to go on and on and on.
Oh, wow. That's super great. I'm talking about they had to be pretty stupid to do something like this in the snow.
Police say the parking lot was covered with snow when Rodriguez Party in Chardarius Baskerville broke through a front window and left with $4,000 worth of beauty products. Officers say the footprints were pointing in the same direction and led them to the suspects who were still on the shopping center lot.
Can't believe that they found him through the snow.
They also recovered a suitcase containing the stolen items.
Oh, well, that's even better. Good.
Police say some snowy footprints also helped them tie this man to a car stolen back in December. Early Monday morning, officers saw 2 men trying to break into an air machine at a Valero in Raleigh.
These glider gremlins getting busy too. I guess the snow is actually perfect weather for them to slide and glide and try and hit some licks.
They say they were able to catch 45-year-old Randall Mara and found his snowy footprints inside a stolen Honda nearby.
Wow.
Now, all but one of those 4 men arrested are still locked up tonight. Davis is being held here on a $76,000 bond. In downtown Memphis, Melissa Moon, WREG, News Channel 3.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
We're following breaking news for you at the Sour. 1 woman is dead, 2 others are injured after a shooting tonight in South Memphis. It happened just after 6 along Kendall Avenue.
So, I mean, you have 1 woman dead, and I mean, guys, you're going to be shocked at how old this woman is and just how quickly your life can be taken in the blink of an eye. All because of a stupid act by these super gremlins on demon time.
Let's go to Fox 13's Rosalind Freeman. She's there live, sharing the very latest information we've got from the MPD. Rosalind?
That's right, Darcy and Daryl. When we arrived here, it wasn't that many people outside because it's still cold and there's still icy grounds. But according to MPD, a little bit after 6 o'clock, 2 women, including an elderly lady, were shot and a teenager shot. I want you to turn your attention. I want to turn your attention to the blue house behind me. That is where all 3 family members were shot, leaving 1 dead, and 1 is now being treated at Regional 1 in critical condition. Now, the teenager is being treated at Le Bonheur in non-critical condition. MPD are now searching for 2 male suspects.
My heart aches for this family tonight. Family suffering the death of 1 family member and 2 additional family members that were injured in a senseless shooting.
Just moments ago, investigators arrived on the scene. That is what you're seeing behind me. But coming up at 10, we will hear the latest on the search to find those 2 male suspects. Darcy and Daryl.
Fox 13's Rosalind Freeman live in South Memphis. Thank you, Rosalind. We'll see you later for the update.
In the Glenview community, a shooting on Kendall Avenue near Kyle serves as yet another reminder of how gun violence continues to destroy lives. A Memphis family is now grieving after 3 women were shot Wednesday night. But what makes this even more disturbing, Geraldine Harris is one of the victims. She was 93 years old.
And yeah, guys, like I said, women, children, it doesn't matter. Age is not a factor. These super gremlins are on demon time. And bro, it has gotten to the point where I don't know, man. It's just like ain't nothing being done. It's crazy. Imagine if a couple, super teen gremlins pulled up to your crib and crossed out your 93-year-old grandmother. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, but that is what's going on. And that is what is being enabled. And until it is addressed properly, like I said, group accountability, we're not going to see any real solutions.
Many neighbors didn't want to talk, but Memphis Representative Antonio Parkinson calls Ms. Harris's death another senseless killing.
And you heard that. Many neighbors didn't want to talk. Well, they didn't want to talk because they're scared for their lives at this point, right? And some of the no snitch rule comes into effect, and then also some of just straight up fear of retaliation and having to testify on what you saw that night can be a very dangerous thing.
With that, and the fact that here one of our matriarchs, in our communities, has lost her life because of some nonsense that's going on with probably younger people.
When MPD got to the home on Kendall, they say Ms. Harris had already died. Another adult was taken to Regional 1 in critical condition, and a teen was transported to Le Bonheur Children's Hospital in non-critical condition.
Let me begin off by saying that, my heart aches for this family.
Police said the shooting apparently stemmed from a disagreement between the victims and 2 men.
Wow. So a simple disagreement with a super gremlin can render a fatal result. That's pretty rough, man. It's crazy. You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells, and I don't know how intense the conversation got, but it's sad, man. It's crazy that it has come down to this in the community where we are deleting 93-year-old somebody's grandma over a simple disagreement, y'all.
Family suffering the death of 1 family member and 2 additional family members that were injured in a senseless shooting.
Right now, the search is on for the 2 suspected gunmen.
The 2 known male suspects fled the scene on foot.
As a call to action is heard yet again, as a family and community grieve, this time over the murder of Geraldine Harris, a 93-year-old shooting victim.
The matriarch or the babies that have been losing their lives in Memphis or any other individuals,
And I hear what he's saying, and he's not saying anything wrong, but these are the activist guys who in a lot of ways, sometimes makes things worse with their individual or group political stances. Not saying him in particular, but, let's not act like there are people who are enabling this type of behavior and got a 501c3 and collecting donations and all types of stuff because, the funds never stop coming, but nothing ever gets done.
Any is too many. And something has to be done. We have to really, really, truly, approach this thing from every aspect, from incarceration to intervention to prevention.
Alex Coleman, WREG TV, News Channel 3.
Gang violence and other kind